Hi everyone, so I'm just making another short little video, and this is going to be about, is there a right or wrong way to start a spiritual journey? And I've gotten asked this question, and I think I've asked other people myself, at the beginning stages of, finding my own form of spirituality. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I was raised, and then, how I found my way into spirituality and how I feel about, the right and the wrong of it. So I was raised in a Christian church. I was Christian Catholic, but I was raised in a Christian non-denomination church. When I was around in the 6th or 7th grade, we moved away to a different city and we stopped going to church pretty much. So I kind of lost a lot of the values I had, but I was never really into church too much. I mean, I was raised in it, but it wasn't like a core value. I didn't feel like you had to be, in a church every day worshiping in order to have a connection or relationship with God. So I guess that kind of like set the foundation for where I was going to be in life. Then I went away to college, and when I was 18, I met a guy who was associating himself with the culture or the way of life of Rastafari. And that kind of opened up my eyes to a world I had never seen before. I was very sheltered. I didn't really know much. I don't even think I had smoked for the first time until I was 18, till right after graduation. So, the world was just new to me at the time. But when he told me a little bit about it, when I learn about something, I have to research it myself like all day, every day. And it introduced me to a large community of just wonderful people. They had a different lifestyle, different way of life, different views. I learned so much history behind it, behind the world, and it changed me. And it started like, this little part of me, this light that was always kind of different, and it kind of opened it up just a little bit. So, the years went on, and while I never really claimed a certain spiritual practice or way of religion, I started learning about other ways, and it opened up my mind, especially when I was going through a lot of hard times, a lot of depression, learning about different spiritual practices, whether that be yoga or astrology or tarot or, anything like that, or Buddhism. My eyes opened up completely. So, to this day, I do not claim any one practice, because I feel like we're all trying to achieve the same things at the end of the day. We are a collective of loving and endless awareness, on this earth, but a lot of things get in the way, and I feel like, spirituality's turned into a religion a little bit, where, people have their my way is right and your way is wrong, and if you don't practice right, then you're just going to end up in endless cycles of hell or whatever. So that I can't really get with. Personally, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to practice, because this is all about a path of growth and a path of transcendence. And we're not trying to be, I'm better than you, or my way is right, your way is wrong. It's, I'm trying to grow on my own personal level, and this is the way I choose to practice. And everybody has a different way. That's why to this day, I can't knock anybody who goes to church, because if that's how they feel, that they're going to get closer to a path of growth and acceptance and self-love, then who am I to stand in the way of that? Personally, I'm just not someone who can be in a box. It's not for me. But I don't judge anybody else on their path. And I think that's why it was also hard for me to claim one practice or one religion, because I love so many things, and I love so many different kinds of people, and I've met different kinds of people along the way. So it has helped me, expand and grow as a human being. So my advice, if you are starting your own spiritual journey, or if you are on your own spiritual path, do not feel like you have to practice one way or commit to one thing. You can accept and practice. A lot of people find it offensive if, you want to take and pull things from certain practices or religions and practice in your own way, but it's your path, in my opinion. People find it disrespectful, people find it hurtful and painful because they want you to practice in their way. And I just feel like if it's your path, then practice alone if it's going to bother other people, or if you're going to get bothered by other people being bothered. Like I said, we're all trying to achieve the same thing. We want love, we want life, we want growth, we want acceptance. We want to not be, put back into the same life over and over again, whatever our version of hell is, whether it's here on earth or whether it's flames burning in like Dante's Inferno or something. So do what makes you happy, do what you feel like is going to contribute to your growth, do what you feel like is right for you. because only you can do that, and only you can say what is right for you and what is going to help you along your path. And if that changes along the way, that's okay too, because I know a lot of spiritual people who have gone back to church, who've gone back to the Bible. I know people who've claimed atheism, who say they don't believe in anything. So you know, it's about what's right for you and what's going to work for you. Feel free to explore as much as you need to, because this is your path, this is your life, and no one can take that away from you. I hope this helped. If you are looking at a spiritual journey, you know, there's many outlets, many groups. Personally, I haven't found too much success in groups. I'm sure there are a lot of successful ones, but it's just that constant clashing that I can't really take too much of. But if you do, I would love to hear about what groups those are, because I love groups where everybody can bring different ideas together to the same collective to achieve the same kinds of things, and be okay with other people practicing, you know, in their ways, and, you know, just respecting each other all together. You know, that's the goal. So I hope this helped with anyone who's starting, and I'm going to continue on my own path as well, finding whatever it is that's going to help me live my best life. So I'll talk to you guys later.